I think we can all agree that in the world of WWE right now, the worst division in the company is the Raw Tag division. There's so many problems with the division that realistically could be solved very easily, and I think I have those problems here and how we can fix it. Um, so the problems I think we have, there's no stories or direction with the titles. The fact that we have champions who don't defend the belts, I think from statistically since WrestleMania, the belts have been defended 3 times between April and now, which is completely unacceptable. The belts need to be defended. They need to be featured on TV. And the fact that they're just like background pieces in a Judgment Day story that is doing nothing right now is really weird. I think another big problem we have is that the lack of strong babyface teams for the heels to wrestle. I think besides the War Raiders, you have no big heel team, big babyface, excuse me, babyface teams in the division. Sure, you have LWO and like Alpha Academy, but like that's it. Like the division has good heel teams. You have the Bronze, you have Judgment Day, you have the New Day. Like you have the heel teams. You just need some sort of babyface team to build up around the division as well. I think like the biggest issue with the Raw division, why it's looked at so poorly right now, is because of the SmackDown division. Like the SmackDown tag division is thriving with the Wyatt Six, Fraxium, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Street Profits. Like it's thriving over there, and I think people see how that division's being treated and how Triple H is booking them and looking at, okay, how come the Raw side, excuse me, isn't getting that love, and it's definitely an interesting task. I think we need to look at and I think I know how to fix it. So I have how I think we can fix the division as a whole, and then I have like a solid booking up from now up until WrestleMania 42. Um, so first off, we need to build a big babyface tag team. We need a team who can be, the Street Profits of the division, where, if you need a good match from a babyface tag team, you got it. You got it. I think they should move a team from SmackDown to Raw. I'll tell you which team I think in a little bit. I think you also don't want the SmackDown division to get too bloated with how many good teams are in the division. Like I mentioned, I spent like 5 teams, and there's also like Los Garza who like are doing nothing right now. Um, so like you definitely don't want too many good teams on SmackDown because then that's going to absolutely uh, bloat, excuse me, how good their division really is. I mean, the simple solution here is we just gotta put the titles on TV. Like, if the titles are on TV every week, there's a feud that's they don't have to be defended on TV like every single week. Just put something on that pushes the titles in a direction, and I think we need to establish a style that's different from SmackDown. I think right now we have storylines that are the Raw Tag Division is going nowhere. And I think with the Wyatt Six as champions, I think SmackDown's moving towards a story based um, division where you're gonna look at storylines with the people and not necessarily crazy match quality. So I think Raw should take the opposite approach and look at high match quality and what the teams can do to have the best matches. So let's get into the actual booking of how I would book things. So we start off right after Crown Jewel. Uh, Bronson Reed has lost to Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins has won the Crown Jewel Championship. And on the Raw after, in Australia, Braun gets his win back, kind of. But I think the Braun should beat the Judgment Day for the tag titles, and you put them on the biggest heel team in the company. It's going to put the titles in a major storyline, which is now they're going to get put on the Vision for War Games. And so that allows titles to get more faces, and also it helps the storyline of the Vision trying to hold all the gold now with the tag titles along with the women's IC title and the world title. I think it boosts those belts a little more. And like I said, the belt tournament featured in War Games. Kind of counterintuitive what I said earlier. I don't think the belts should get defended really that much on the build to War Games, just because I think Braun and Bronson should focus on War Games. But I think right after War Games, the Braun should hold an open challenge after they lose and lose at War Games. Excuse me. The Browns will hold an open challenge, and it's answered by the Motor City Machine Guns. I think the Motor City Machine Guns are kind of like floating in like a weird spot right now on SmackDown, where they're really building towards Fraxium and the Wyatt Six, and the Street Profits are also really involved, and Motor City Machine Guns just kind of there, not really doing much. So I think you really need to give them a little bit of a push. So I think moving them over to Raw, having them feud with the Bronze for the titles would be really interesting. And I think they should have their big culmination match at Saturday night's main event in DC. Cena's last match. Yeah, put them on that card. I think if you want to put them on probably your third biggest show of the year, it's going to be this. And everyone's going to be watching just for Cena's last match. Why not put the tag titles in there? This match should be, if anyone remembers the Motor City Machine Guns versus Team 3D feud in TNA, I think this is what it should be like. That was a really good feud, and like it showed off the Motor City Machine Guns a lot. But I think the Braun should win, retain the belts, move into a feud with the War Raiders, leading into having them just have this big hoss, like 4 dudes just absolutely going crazy against each other. It should end up with the 4 men being in the Rumble, and they all should eliminate each other in like a 4-man, like eliminate everyone spot. That leads to them brawling out and really getting each other. And then the Raw afterwards, they should have their actual match, in which I would say Braun's continue to win. They should win. The Browns look really good. You keep building them up as the big heel tag team. Who's going to stop them? And it leads to the Vision kind of having this thing with Penta that they kind of just ignored after Night of Champions. Like, it was Sami Zayn, Penta, and CM Punk who were the big proponents against the Vision. And then they kind of just... And then Sami went to SmackDown, and Penta just did something else and entered the feud the New Day. So I think, you pick that up somewhat. The Braun start targeting Penta, and leads to Penta and a partner of his choosing at Elimination Chamber against the Brawns, and his teammate is Dragon Lee. It's Dragon Lee. I know who you were thinking. Hold off. I think Dragon Lee makes sense because it's like, oh, it's the Raw Luchadors working together, and the Penta LWO partnership that's kind of gone nowhere. And yeah, but Penta and Lee are gonna win, but by DQ, so the Browns retain, and the Browns are going to injure Dragon Lee, write him off for a little bit. Write him off. I feel bad for Dragon Lee. He seems to always be the culprit of the mystery attack or getting written off. But a rematch should be scheduled for WrestleMania, and Adam Pearce lets Penta decide who his partner is going to be, and this time he chooses Rey Fenix. I think we all have been wanting to see the Lucha Bros back together. So WrestleMania 42, we get the Bronze versus the Lucha Bros. It should be a phenomenal match. All 4 dudes are phenomenal workers. Lucha Bros should win, get the belts, really booster and be that babyface team that I was talking about. And then where they go from here, you can have them keep feuding with the Bronze a little bit. Maybe lead into a Backlash match. Or whatever show is after Mania. You can have them have a wonderful dream match with Motor City Machine Guns, which in doing research for this video, that match has never happened, which is absolutely absurd. And you still have JD and Finn, you have the New Day. the War Raiders, and also, like, I didn't cover it, but while this is all happening, the other tag teams should be feuding with each other. We should be seeing War Raiders and the Judgment Day. We should be seeing Motor City Machine Guns and New Day. We should be seeing all these different teams actually feud with each other, and it will help also bolster the division while the champs are having these big time feuds. But I think that's all I got for y'all. I really appreciate y'all watching. Thank you guys so much for the support on the last video and this video. I've really been enjoying these. I really hope to continue making these videos for y'all. And yeah, hopefully you can like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.